What is good, everybody? This is Christian. Sleeping Daoist might be the most frustrating boss in Where Winds Meet. White orbs, donkey kicks, clones, it's chaos. But today, I'll show you exactly how to deflect every orb, avoid getting donkey morph, and melt him with a melee DPS build. He relies heavily on range attacks, white orbs, brush sweeps, and one mistake opens you up for donkey stomps or being transformed. But as melee players, we can punish his openings harder than any other playstyle. 3 things you must recognize before you fight him. First are white orbs. Deflect timing is a challenge. Second are the donkey stomps. Consecutive parries needed. And third, the donkey kick, which is an unblockable move. Phase 1 Breakdown. In this phase, the Sleeping Daoist will launch white orbs and boulders for his long-range attacks. In addition, he can swing his brush around within his vicinity. His donkey can stomp and even kick you if you are in his area. Also, the donkey can run you over like a ram. When you see white orbs and boulders, parry them when they come closer to your weapon's range of motion. Think of the orbs and boulders as a baseball or tennis ball, and your weapon is a bat or racket. It's all about getting that sweet spot and deflecting these types of attacks. One of your punish windows opens after you have deflected all of the orbs, and his donkey will be laying down on the ground defenseless. Brush sweeps can be parried, and this will be another punish window to consider. Donkey stomps can also be parried, and you will see this punish window present itself. The donkey kick is the only move that is unblockable in this phase, and you can tell by the attack appearing yellow. This is a move that must be dodged. Whenever you see his brush shine red as he attempts to trigger a move, that is an indicator for you to perform a counter and decrease his ki. If you happen to see gold orbs being thrown by the Sleeping Daoist during your playthrough, perform the same action that you would with the white orbs. Incoming donkey charge attacks are another opportunity for you to parry and deplete his ki. Deflecting the incoming white orbs is key to surviving and winning against this world boss. Timing the swinging motion of your weapon will be crucial in this boss fight. Like most people, I have struggled getting the timing right for deflecting the white orbs. If you get hit by one, you will get hit by many. When this happens, you will get frustrated. Deflecting might be the toughest skill to develop when dealing with this boss. Phase 1 is about learning how to get the deflect timing right when combating the Sleeping Daoist long-range attacks. Also, to challenge someone that uses a melee DPS build, for example, to adapt to the boss's playstyle and strike when the boss is at its vulnerable state. By learning his attack patterns early on, it will be a good foundation when heading into Phase 2. If you stay patient in Phase 1, you'll enter Phase 2 with full resolve and consistent deflect timing. Phase 2 Breakdown. This is the final phase and only gets harder from here. Sleeping Daoist will execute new attacks in this phase. He will spam faster orbs, create a few clones of himself, summon donkey clones from gates, perform donkey stomps and brush sweeps. For the spamming of orbs, remember your fundamentals of deflect timing, but it is faster now and camouflaged within its environment. Since the orbs will be camouflaged within their environment, you will have to pay close attention to the brightness of the orbs to really see these incoming attacks. When he clones himself, you can tell which one is real by checking to see if his brush is shining bright. For a donkey stampede, just stay clear of their way and focus on the Sleeping Daoist long-range attacks. For the donkey stomps, be patient as he descends closer to the ground, then parry the stomp. There is a brush sweep move that is unblockable in this phase and therefore would need to be dodged. You can tell that this move is unblockable by seeing the yellow indicator shining from his brush. For survival tips, stay mid-range, don't chase too hard, and only commit after a failed brush sweep or donkey jump. If possible, have roughly 4 refills of hemostatic powder medicine or wound bomb medicine on standby since you never know when you need to heal. In addition, equip yourself with inner ways related to healing, such as Evening Snow, Morale Chant, and Vital Leech. The Vital Leech is good because you can heal from an exhaustion execution skill. If you have no refills left in the second phase, don't panic and focus on anticipating the Sleeping Daoist's next attack patterns. Be patient when performing parries and dodges, since this boss can make you lose a lot of HP, especially if you are low on health. Perform regular dodges and perfect dodges on unblockable attacks which are indicated in yellow. Perform counters on attacks that are indicated in red. Make sure that when you're dodging movesets that you do not burn up your endurance. For any concerns on endurance or stamina loss, equip yourself with inner ways that can help in this field. The inner ways that come to mind are Evasive Charge, Sword Morph, and Wildfire Spark. If there are times during a boss fight that you cannot parry, dodge instead. Always stay alert of your environment, even if you are on the brink of beating the boss. Don't feel overwhelmed if you get bombarded with boulders or orbs. Recover your endurance and find moments in the fight to do heals before the next incoming attacks. Do not remain stagnant for too long or else his attacks will catch up to you. Positioning matters when encountering this boss since you want to know where his moves will spawn from and will allow you to be better prepared for it. For damage strategy, if you parry 4 white orbs in a row, immediately rush in and do a full combo. Don't hesitate, this is where melee shines. Whenever you get the chance to see the message of using your mystic skill, attack as much as possible for additional damage before activating it. If you will dual blades, take advantage of using the martial arts skill, Addled Mind. It allows you to do long range spinning dash attack to get multiple hits in against the boss. Use mystic skills from your HUD that can deal more damage when fighting the boss and be mindful of their cooldowns. You can also use the burst skill Flame Lash, which can increase your critical rate and critical damage bonus that allows your attacks to drain HP. Perform a combination of light attacks and heavy attacks to keep the boss guessing. Ensure that you have inner ways related to physical damage so that you can apply more damage to the boss's ki and health. Also, remember to have ki available when making your attacks related to martial arts skills and mystic skills. The last thing you don't want to happen is to reach the exhausted state, especially when you are close to winning the fight after previous attempts. Luckily with the boss, you do not have to worry about him performing any guards or having tough defenses. Most common mistakes players make. Common mistakes that players make when fighting this boss are chasing the wrong clone, swinging too early at white orbs, not resetting distance, and getting greedy after white orb deflect. Final tips plus quick recap. Phase 1 and Phase 2 both had their challenges when facing Sleeping Daoist. Phase 1 involved learning his long-range attack patterns, mixed in with some close-range combat from him and his donkey. Phase 2 would use Phase 1 as a building block and include additional movesets that you had to learn on the fly. From Phase 2, the donkey stampede from the gates, and the Sleeping Daoist casting clones of himself involves some trickery that can mess with a player's mind if not paying attention to the details. Also, this boss in a way reinforced the importance of mastering the parry mechanic. In addition, you were able to get a better understanding of how a boss like this one fights differently. However, with your playstyle you can expose his weaknesses and last longer in the fight, especially using martial arts skills as well as mystic skills. Remember, when you see white orbs, deflect them and it will allow you to punish him when you see opening. When Donkey Kick shines yellow, dodge the attack. Attack during brush recovery. Don't let the visual chaos trick you. Once the timing clicks, the Sleeping Daoist becomes one of the easiest bosses in this game. If this helps you beat the most annoying boss in the game, hit the like, subscribe button, and drop a comment. Want a guide for next boss? Let me know which one gave you trouble.